APEX Media is at Aircraft Interiors Expo this week, and I'm joined now by Ross Burns from AIM Altitude, who's going to tell us a little bit more about this amazing area that we're standing in, which is the ULTRAFLEX concept and a crystal cabin finalist for a visionary concept. So,
yes.
Hi Ross, and congratulations.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Right. What are we standing in right now? How did this sort of concept come to be?
Okay. So ULTRAFLEX is essentially a project that we've been working on for about 10 months now. We've been looking into ultra long haul flight and the problems or challenges that come up with ultra long haul flight. No matter how comfortable the seat is, at some point you're going to want to get up, stretch your legs, or go to a new destination, maybe get stimulated in a different way. So we've created an area that allows you to really come and stand and mingle with friends. As you can see, this area is a half-height area, so you can lean or perch on these units. You can engage socially on a new level. So there's much more interaction going on in this central area.
I know, like, a couple weeks ago myself did the Perth to London flight with Qantas, and luckily I was tired, so I was quite happy to stay in the seat, but there were certainly tons of passengers who were getting up, walking around, standing around the lavatories and the galleys, and you can see that it's a bit disruptive to the flight crew and to other passengers if somebody's leaning on the back of your seat or something like that. So this is sort of like the area for all of that to happen.
Yeah.
This mock-up here, is it based on a particular aircraft type?
So we've actually based this on a 777X.
Okay.
It's a LOPA that we have as a live program. We're looking at it in the secondary business class area. So we've taken it from real geometry. Everything you see here is based on reality and a wide-bodied aircraft. Basically we've looked at different ways of using the space rather than the business class seat. We know that business class seats are very valuable to airlines, but what we're looking at is a point of differentiation, or offering something different that the airlines can really get hold of and embrace and market in a different way. And if it's better for the passengers, they are going to come back. So it's all about repeat business.
Right. Are there different ways to potentially commercialize the different areas? Because, I mean, yeah, it's a great brand differentiator, but as you just said, when we're taking out business class seats, you're taking out a lot of, bottom line profit for airlines. So do you see ways to commercialize the different sections? Like, I'll pay X amount for some time in the yoga area, or I'll pay X amount for a little bit of stimulation over in the workout chairs.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's one of those areas. Why we brought it to AIX is to promote those conversations, but essentially from our own experiences, you market it depending on the way you market. It could be built into the ticket price, it could be a bolt-on like a lounge ticket, it could be something you offer only your members, or it could be just naturally built into the whole ticket price, and you have maybe like a traffic light system or an allotted time slot when you're allowed to come in and have your break on the journey, really.
Yeah, like book your hour of recreation at some point in the flight.
Exactly.
Okay, you guys have been shortlisted or finalist for the Crystal Cabin Awards tonight.
Yes.
How are you feeling about that?
A little bit nervous, but I hope that we've kind of done enough and we've shown enough innovation and vision to really make a mark on that category and hopefully win it. So that would be fantastic.
So what are some of your favorite features of this? I mean, there's a lot going on, so can you just sort of run through the different areas and maybe pick one that's your favorite to sort of go into some detail?
So one of my favorite elements is basically the Flex booth, and what the Flex booth allows you to do is have one monument that can change or transform into different modes. So the airline can benefit from maybe having it in a dine mode and selling the space, or at the same time you might go on a different route and more people might want to do, let's say, yoga or just chat in a different way. So they can sell it or market it in different ways, but the passenger themselves can also go in there and configure it how they want. So it's very customizable, personal.
Okay, and what about in terms of certification? I mean, there are some really new concepts here.
Yeah.
What would that process look like for you? Obviously, you wouldn't certify until you had an interesting customer.
So I guess that's why we brought it to the show as well. So if we had some interest, we would look into the unit themselves, and we'd find out how difficult it was. everything you see here is something on our radar that can be done. And as you say, if we had an interested party, we would 100% take that forward. And I think it's quite good to offer something other than the norm as well. So in terms of certification and qualification, that would just become a natural progression if we had like a lead customer.
All right. Well, I hope you find one of those this week. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you very much.
Cheers.
Cheers.